Welcome back to another exciting episode on Motors Sports Mania, your ultimate hub for classic car reviews, modern marvels, and everything in between. Today, we dive deep into the legacy and timeless charm of the 1959 Rover P4, a car that not only defined a generation of British motoring elegance but also continues to stand as a symbol of craftsmanship, quality, and understated sophistication. In this video, we'll walk you through the driving experience, the engineering brilliance, and every beautiful detail that makes the 1959 Rover P4 a standout classic. The 1959 Rover P4 holds a special place in automotive history, not just for its design but also for its engineering philosophy. By the late 1950s, Rover had already established itself as a brand that prioritized precision, reliability, and a certain quiet dignity in its cars. The P4 series, introduced in 1949 and updated over the years, was a direct result of this mission. By 1959, the model lineup had matured into a collection of refined variants, with the Rover 60, 90, 100, and 105 marking the upper-middle-class luxury car market in post-war Britain. Looking at the exterior, the 1959 Rover P4 immediately commands attention with its stately presence. The design carries an air of formality and tradition, characterized by its upright front grille, rounded wings, and traditional saloon profile. The car had already evolved from its earlier Cyclops fog light design by this time, adopting twin headlamps and a more modern yet still conservative appearance. Chrome detailing across the front bumper, side trims, and around the windows reflects its premium nature. The overall body structure exudes solidity, with doors that close with a satisfying thud and a build quality that speaks volumes of Rover's engineering ethos. Under the hood, the 1959 Rover P4 came in several engine variants, depending on the model. The Rover 90 and 100 variants were among the most popular, with the Rover 90 sporting a 2.6-liter inline-six engine capable of producing around 90 horsepower. The Rover 100, introduced in 1959 itself, took performance a notch higher with a similar 2.6-liter engine, tuned for more refined torque and better drivability. While these numbers might not impress a modern performance enthusiast, the delivery was smooth, consistent, and more than adequate for cruising along motorways and country lanes. Paired with a 4-speed manual gearbox featuring Rover's unique column-mounted gear lever, the driving experience was both relaxed and engaging. Inside, the Rover P4 from 1959 showcased the kind of interior craftsmanship that would rival even more expensive contemporaries. The dashboard was a beautiful mix of wood veneer and well-laid-out gauges, giving drivers easy access to information without being cluttered. Real wood was used extensively throughout the cabin, complemented by thick leather upholstery and quality carpeting. Seating was plush and spacious, with front individual seats or optional bench seating. The rear passengers were treated to generous legroom and equally high levels of comfort, making this a true 5-seater luxury saloon. The ride quality was one of the P4's strongest assets. Rover's engineers developed a suspension system that prioritized comfort without sacrificing handling. The front suspension used independent coil springs, while the rear featured a live axle with leaf springs. This setup gave the car a composed, comfortable ride on uneven British roads while maintaining good road grip and stability. Steering was light enough for city use yet firm enough at higher speeds, thanks to a well-balanced rack and pinion system. Braking was handled by drum brakes all around, which, while standard for the era, were large enough to offer confident stopping power for a vehicle of its size and weight. When talking about features, it's essential to understand what luxury meant in 1959. The Rover P4 was loaded with thoughtful touches for its time. Things like a heater, rear window demister, and clock were considered premium features, and the car offered all of these as standard or optional depending on the variant. Some models also featured overdrive, which significantly improved fuel efficiency and cruising comfort on longer drives. Another highlight was the car's excellent insulation, which kept engine and road noise to a minimum, reinforcing the car's image as a refined executive vehicle. Safety, although not the primary concern in the 1950s, was still approached with a sense of responsibility by Rover. The sturdy chassis and body design provided a good level of protection in the event of a collision. The low-speed torque of the engine also made it easier to control the car under less than ideal road conditions, and visibility was excellent due to the high seating position and generous glass area. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of the 1959 Rover P4 is its enduring character. It was not a car designed to follow trends but to offer timeless appeal through consistency and quality. Owners often describe it as a car that aged gracefully, one that didn't need flashy styling or roaring power to make an impression. The P4 was all about subtle prestige, perfect for professionals and families who valued reliability, comfort, and class without ostentation. Today, classic car enthusiasts and collectors still seek out the 1959 Rover P4 for restoration and preservation. The availability of spare parts, a dedicated community of Rover fans, and its straightforward mechanical layout make it a practical classic to own. It continues to grace vintage car shows and is often praised for its dependability even after more than half a century. The elegance of its design, the tranquility of its ride, and the craftsmanship of its interior are all reminders of a time when cars were built to last, both in structure and in memory. As we wrap up today's in-depth look at the 1959 Rover P4, we hope you've enjoyed stepping back in time with us to appreciate a vehicle that defined an era of British motoring. For more such detailed reviews of iconic classics and modern machines alike, make sure you subscribe to Motorsports Mania. Hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to ring the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next ride.